In your opinion, what's the biggest fear that entrepreneurs have?
The biggest fear that entrepreneurs have is the fear of the unknown. And what I mean by that is the fear of an unknown cripples the entrepreneur from taking action, cripples the entrepreneur from having the confidence to make a decision, whether it be signing that new lease, whether it be buying the first batch of inventory, whether it be starting the first business. It is the fear of the unknown. As kids, we're always scared of the dark. And nowadays, we know that there's nothing in the dark, yet there's this sense of insecureness because of the fact that we can't see what's going on. That fear of the unknown is the inability to see something. So to combat and to actually thrive and to win from this is the ability to visualize. And that's the number one asset that entrepreneurs need to have, is the ability to visualize. When the first time you go on a date with your other half, you're anticipating how the whole thing would go down. You're anticipating from picking her up to how she would react, to approaching to the restaurant, to having a wonderful conversation, engaging with her, making her laugh, flirt a little bit with her, trying to impress her a little bit, to bringing her home, giving her a peck on the cheeks, being a gentleman, and hopefully get invited for a cup of coffee. You know, that's what you visualize even prior to going on that date. Everyone has the ability to visualize. When it comes to business, it's the same thing. When you're starting out a business, ask yourself the question of what's gonna happen. Ask yourself, okay, now that I have my product, what should I do? Now that I have my product, what should we do with marketing? Now that I have the product and now that I've marketed from this strategy, how should the people feel when they receive my product? Ask yourself the question and run through this whole timeline yourself. I do this all the time and it keeps me going. It keeps me super engaged and it keeps me awake at night because I'm so excited to go about building the business because I already see how this whole thing will play out. And the more you ask yourself these questions and the more you get exposed to business and building, the more you can visualize something. And it's a skill set that you can actually hone and it's a skill set you can develop. As you know more, then you can ask yourself these questions and you can give yourself these answers. And it's just like going on a date with a girl. The more dates you go on, the more you can visualize how this whole thing would play out. The more you visualize, the more happier you get, the more excited you get. And it doesn't become as scary now. Then you can actually go ahead and go date that girl and start that new business of yours. Is the ability to visualize your idea and the project that you're working on. That's what's gonna combat the fear of the unknown, the ability to visualize. Once you turn on the light, there's nothing to be scared of.